We're gonna do a 10-minute challenge, which is 5 minutes to create a lesson plan, 5 minutes to teach the lesson. I've never done this before, so hopefully I don't bomb. But I want to show you kind of the bare minimum of what you do for MCA 6 and MCA 7, which is preparing a lesson plan and then teaching it. So we'll start by starting. This on the board is the lesson plan template, and you see the first thing we need to do is put my name, Mr. C. Today's date is the 9th. And the grade level I haven't figured that out yet, so to figure that out, I'm gonna go to the course standards, and I'll do that by going to the UEN website. Let's do health education for high school. And so I wanted to scroll through these. What am I interested in? Mental health. So I'm looking for MEH. Here we go. MEH, and as I look at these standards, what could I teach reasonably in 3 to 5 minutes? What's this? Explore ways communities can understand stigmas. That could work. Research school and we can do this. Research school and community mental health resources. Students, while I'm preparing this lesson, if you have a laptop, pull it out because we're actually going to do this as part of the lesson. So I'm just going to copy and paste this standard. And this is strand 2, mental and emotional health. So now I come back to my thing. I'm going to just type in strand 2, mental and emotional health, and then I'll just paste in the thing that I had. So this is in grades 9 through 12, health. All right, so I've already done like half my lesson plan. Now I have to think of a learning objective. Single sentence, students will be able to, so let's do students will be able to identify mental health resources at their school. All right, we're keeping it simple for this 3-minute lesson. For action steps, if we're just going to research mental, I'm just going to have students pull out laptops. We Google mental health resources and our school. And then I'll do, so that's my first learning activity. So I'm just going to say learning activity here. They have it highlighted, so I'll highlight it here in a different color. Just like that. And then our second learning activity, actually I'll call this an instructional strategy. I will lecture on resources, and then we'll do one last learning activity, whole class discussion on resources. All right, so we've got, that can also be that weird orange, and then we'll do a light orange here. Okay, so that looks pretty good that's my action steps. My rationale, 1 to 2 paragraphs. How much time do I have? Oh, I better type fast. All right, 1 to 2 paragraphs. Why? Mental health. All right, so I have my lesson plan. I did it with 30 seconds to spare. And I'm gonna reset that and set it back to 5 minutes for my presentation. But you could probably see as I was typing this up, it kept it pretty simple. Now this is something that a lot of you missed. Oh, you can actually pause this for a minute. Going? All right, so class today, start my timer. And this is your responsibility when you start, go ahead and hit the timer. Today we're going to talk about the mental health resources that are available to us here at our school. Now, there's an actual standard that we'll be using. I don't have my objectives posted on the board today, but our learning objective is to be able to identify mental health resources. The reason why that's important is because there's a surprising number of students at our school that are struggling with different mental health issues. I am one of those students, and I have gone and sought out resources for my own benefit as a student and as a teacher, but many students, both in our class and throughout the university, are struggling with a lot of different things because this is a time in our lives that that is challenging, right? There's a lot of things going on, a lot to manage and a lot to balance. And so I want you to know what's available to us here at our school, but I also want you to know what other people are struggling with so you can have some sympathy for the struggles that they have in their lives. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna do a quick activity, and I even have my lesson plan here on the board. Normally you wouldn't do that as a teacher, but you can kind of follow along. Our first step is I just want you to pull out your laptops. I see that many of you have already done that. We wanna start by, we're just gonna take about a minute or two to look at mental health resources and then type in the name of your school with that. Find that in a Google search, or you can just go to the school website and search in their search bar for mental health resources. Let's see what we can find. While those of you are searching on your computers, I'm gonna actually search on my computer and it will be projected to the board so you can kind of see what I'm finding too. So some of you are following along, but let's see what we can find in 1 or 2 minutes. Ready, go. That's as much time as we're going to spend searching. But raise a hand, what did you find as far as resources available to us right now for mental health? Yes?
There's like counseling options, like whether you can like do in person, you can do different types.
Okay.
Like, you can do like groups, individuals, stuff like that. And it also sorts it by like red, yellow, and green, so you know like what category you fit under.
Okay, thank
So
you.
you know what type of help to get.
We'll circle back to that in a minute. What other resources? Yes?
The Safe UT.
Say that again?
Safe UT, the like app, the mental health app they have.
Okay. Okay, what else? Yes?
I found like different hotlines, like National Suicide Lifeline.
Okay, thank you. Any others? Okay, let's just for a minute, so look at this now, the red, yellow, green. You might have noticed as I was searching, that's one resource we haven't posted yet is the actual school website has tips on it. And so we could just list that as well, the website, and it has different things. What we want to see here from this is there are resources readily available to us right now that we can use. So if you need some help, and a lot of us do, go to the website. That's a good place to start, but then you can click on some of these things, and if something is critical, if you need it right now, click on the red. If something is, heavy on you, yellow, or if you're just like, I want to do some preventative stuff, I want to make sure, and that's something that all of us can do, is head over to this green area, and that's going to show us some things that we can do right now. That's it, thank you.